Welcome, coders, to a brand new live stream. I don't know if you're going to see what I just did, but we are now live with an epic discussion video for E3 and all of the predictions that we have coming up. I'm very excited. Introducing over on my left, right for you guys, Mr. Delightful Dylan, and of course yours truly, GameKO. Welcome everybody to the chat. We'll be kind of discussing what we expect from E3, as well as, you know, all of our hopes, our dreams, aspirations, and what we think the big three as well as the third-party developers are going to be bringing. So, you excited, Dylan?
I'm very excited. I feel like it crept up on us really fast.
It did. What the fuck is going on? Literally, it's this weekend.
Yeah.
It's this damn weekend. We got to also like plan out those because we're going to be doing some like live streaming while we're watching it together. So you guys are welcome to watch E3 with us. At least for the major conferences, like the main three. So, let me just give a shout out. Doki Chan, welcome. Ruth Moreno, welcome. Groovy TCG, welcome. Thank you all for joining us.
Howdy.
And first things first, I think what we're going to do is just dive into each different developer conference one by one in order. There are going to be a couple we'll skip because Devolver Digital is just not going to cut it for us. No. I don't think that I have any predictions for them, except it's going to be weird. I don't know if you saw last year's. It was very fucking weird.
No.
So the first one we're going to do is EA, Electronic Arts.
Yeah.
Do you have any major predictions for EA? What's your first prediction?
Predictions? I don't know about predictions. Okay. I am 100% focused on Anthem that they're publishing. Yeah. Because that was I honestly I thought last EA that it was coming out this year and here we are again.
Yeah. No, Anthem is definitely going to get delayed again.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like early this year that they said, yeah. And now I don't know. But it's like BioWare's last shot, I think, for the public.
Dude, they really got to figure something out. And it's a real shame to me, just because I think that I don't know. Mass Effect was just so near and dear to my heart that I don't want to see them go away. And Dragon Age is even pretty good. Like, it's not my favorite, but I like it. Yeah. I didn't have a bad time. How about that? I did not have a bad time. The big thing is that I just hope that they don't see like it. We don't see like a backtrack of what they were showing off from last year. Like, it was a badass showing. Right?
It was. It really was. And then they had a lot of hiccups since.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, like, I'm worried, like, are there going to be loot boxes in Anthem? Like,
they can't.
They keep, like, selling it as, like, it's similar to Destiny and The Division. But Destiny 2 didn't do all that hot. And Division 2 is coming out. And if it comes out in the same time frame, I'm totally playing Division over Anthem.
Well, Division 1 is like freaking amazing to me. So I would love to see an improved version of that. Can you imagine a better version of one of my favorite games?
It's happening. Division 2's coming.
I know. No, I'm just saying, like, I hope it's better. I honestly think, like, at least track records with sequels lately has been a little bit shaky. Not just EA, like everybody. Battlefront 2 was better, but had some serious problems, obviously.
And with Anthem, like, so a lot of the footage, this is mostly from last year's E3, but like a lot of the footage that they called like gameplay, it's like super light on the UI. I was noticing, like, there's some parts where it might just be like where you're doing like an escort or something where you're talking or your person's talking, so that's why there's no UI. But then during some of the fight scenes that they showed, there's only like maybe 3 small little pieces right at the bottom, and that's it. It's like a full open screen, which I don't know how much I like that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, just
at least
go ahead. Finish your thought.
I was gonna say for sci-fi games, like I like HUDs. Like, I like having, you know, information.
I honestly think that was removed for the trailer itself. It did look like it was feasible gameplay. Like, I watched the Digital Foundry video on it, and it didn't seem too good to be true. It did seem idealized though. You know what I mean? Where they put the monsters in the right place and they put
it,
everything. All the encounters are exactly right.
Yeah, it was definitely a game on rails, like that clip, you know. But
we're gonna see a minor Watch Dogs downgrade. Gonna say it. Gonna call it right now. First prediction: Anthem doesn't look quite as good graphically, but looks better gameplay wise than they had last year. Fair?
Yeah,
I think that's I think that's something that I'm gonna see. Anthem will be shown. It'll have a full trailer. There'll be maybe some minor actual gameplay shown, and then they will seal it away for another year. I'm gonna call it right now. It's not coming out this year.
I hope honestly it doesn't at this point, because like I said, it's BioWare's last fucking hurrah. Like they need to nail this or come out with another Dragon Age that's like better than every other one.
yeah.
Like those are the only two options.
I totally agree. I think that they just have to nail this one. They have to nail it so good. But we'll see.
We shall see.
So for like what I think that they're gonna show, EA, I think that we see something Star Wars related, right? Like, no one's really talked about it, but like Battlefront 2 did not do what they hoped, right? It sold well, but it did not have legs. They were hoping on it being an evergreen product, like a lot of their other games and stuff like that, and it got crushed. I think that we do see that Anthem is delayed till next year, and that we see Division. And I get to this later with Ubisoft. I think Division actually makes it this year, very end of the year. I'd be surprised if they don't, even though people are like very not believing it's going to come. They've been developing that one since.
I think based off of how the Division ended, I think Division 2 is going to be wonderful.
I'm excited. Yeah, it's a perfect setup. Yeah. I'm trying to remember what was I remember the guy. God, it's been a long time since I played Division.
The guy.
I'm trying to remember how the story actually ended.
I don't care about stories.
Oh.
I played that game specifically to do raids.
Oh, you mean like in terms of content, like how much they changed the game? Yeah, it was infinitely better game at the end.
Yeah, well, and just because that game, at the core, was a multiplayer game that you had to have friends playing, because the fucking link up with randos was so like sketchy at first, and even towards the end a little bit, but they made it a lot better. And I feel like if they fucking refine that feature and you can actually play with randos or progress somewhat with like just two people to a certain level of gear, that it'd be a lot more accessible to the masses, and then people will get turned off, you know, as easy.
It has to be a lot better. I do think something real obvious that comes to if it's not a new Star Wars game, it's going to be a battle royale mode in a Star Wars game, like Battlefront 2. Like Battlefront 2 will be like Battlefront 2 Battle Royale or something dumb.
Yeah, right.
It's for sure every single developer that has a major shooter game is going to have a battle royale mode. Just calling it right now.
I will get back to that with Battlefield, but yes. I believe most of them will.
I'm going to say Battlefield's going to have it too.
But I'm gonna hop over to, or my bad. We're still in EA.
No. Honestly, I don't think I have anything else for EA, because I just hope they don't fucking suck. Anyway, let's throw it to the audience for a second. I just want to ask you guys some questions. What do you think EA is gonna bring? Let us know in the comments, and we'll circle back to you as we move on to the next section. And the next section is gonna be the infamous Microsoft conference. Now this is a big one, right?
Yeah, but I have no idea what they're putting out.
I don't know either, man.
I always say, like I said this last year, I want to hear something about Halo, but I'm almost at the point where Halo is just almost dead now. Like, nothing.
Yeah, man. I
Halo Wars 2 did not revive the name like I wanted it to.
Here's the deal.
And
I'm gonna say it. Halo 6 or whatever you want to call it is coming. Is going to be at E3. It will be an actual gameplay trailer, because they know they're desperate. Like Adam says this all the time.
They don't have anything hyping right now. Like, nothing is being built up.
But
so it's gonna have to be a bomb that they drop.
What's the game that you think, or that they were gonna bring? They were gonna bring oh god, what is the game called? It's the physics-based action shooter, Crackdown. So they were going to bring Crackdown
and then
for
that
sure.
got delayed.
Did it get delayed? It hasn't been delayed yet. It did?
Crackdown 3? Yeah, Crackdown 3 got delayed.
But I thought it was this year.
It was supposed to be like this fall. Now it's more Christmas time, I think.
Oh, okay. So it's still delayed within the same year. I think that gets delayed one more time. I'm gonna call it right now. In fact, I think it gets delayed indefinitely and eventually canceled. I think a scalebound situation happens. Because I haven't seen or heard anything incredibly positive coming out of that camp, right? Like, and in this world, leaks are everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's great. The companies are leaking on purpose. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Like, what was it that Rage?
Assassin's Creed leaked on purpose.
Yeah, and so did Rage. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Rage did too.
Yeah, what the fuck? So it's like, Rage is Bethesda, right?
Rage is. Oh god,
I think it is.
Is it? It might be.
It's the Doom guys, isn't it? No, it's id Software. Sorry.
Is that who it is? Okay.
id Software. Skip that fucking commercial. Anyway, so yeah, for Microsoft, they have to come with something that is like exclusive, first of all.
Yes.
Or has very, very awesome exclusive features. If you come with No Man's Sky, you are going to be laughed off stage. And you're at the end. You either figure this out or you just give up and you move on from consoles. And I don't want that. We need all three.
I don't want that either. I don't need that at all. I like my Xbox.
Can you imagine you having to buy a PS4 to play those kinds of games?
I mean, then I can, catch up on some God of War and stuff.
Literal classics. Yeah. No, I mean, don't get me wrong. PlayStation has some amazing games. But that is... I'm trying to think like what they could do. Gears of War, maybe, but that seems they're still updating Gears 4, and it's a good game.
Yeah, I feel like Gears isn't run out yet. The Gears 4 game,
Gears 4 did not get enough credit for what it was. It was a better game than anyone gave it credit for. I still think that
it just came out. It came out in a weird climate where there was like that shift.
Super anti-Microsoft during that time.
Yeah, and then all the fucking battle royale shit took off, and then it just fucking. The last year has been like, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think that ultimately Xbox is going to have a hell of a show that we don't expect currently. And then from there, we can just like hope for the best, because even if with a great show, they need exclusives that come to Game Pass like month after month after month. If they can do this, and this is such a fucking tall order, if they can manage to have a single game from Microsoft that's exclusive come to Game Pass every single month for the next 10 to 12 months, they'll crush it this E3. Absolutely dominate. Everyone will go get an Xbox and buy Game Pass because it's just too good of a deal at that point. Because there's already 3 games or 2 games on it that like I think have been worth it financially. Like I need to still play way more of one of them.
Bro,
but
I almost got Game Pass just to replay Mad Max. Like,
dude, I'll say it. Game Pass is got an insanely good list. It's the best like service that you can get that's like Netflix for games. I mean,
most definitely.
If you can afford
if I wasn't so far back on my already bought games, then
you didn't already have a ton of bought games you have to play.
Right?
Okay. So there's a lot of talk. There's nothing about EA. So apparently our community does not like EA.
No. They did mention Fortnite up there.
Switch.
We could talk about that, and they were talking about the Save the World. Because they're worried they're gonna have to buy it on Switch because the Save the World. But earlier this year, they did say Epic did say that they're gonna be making Save the World free to play this year.
Really?
Yeah.
I've always wanted to try it.
They didn't say when this year, but they said this year.
Nice.
It's going to be the whole game. Both games are going to be free to play. So we'll see if they hold true to that. But because they're making their money regardless, I don't see why they wouldn't do it. Like they're making so much off the microtransactions. If they made Save the World free to play and then threw some microtransactions with that, it would just make more money than their $40 or whatever it is to buy the game. Like we'll see how it goes.
I don't think that they're not going to charge for it. I'll say it. They're not going to charge for either version eventually. But right now, like it won't have Save the World at launch. Like I'll say that on Switch it will not.
On Switch, no.
I have a lot of thoughts about Fortnite on Switch, and I'm gonna get to those. But I think that is an interesting thing. It literally was leaked, so I don't think this is any more a guessing game on whether it's coming. I think it's a guessing game on how it's coming. I think it's
exactly.
So I have some ideas there. Let's see. Any other thoughts on Microsoft? Do you guys in the comments have any ideas on what you guys want to see from Microsoft or what you expect to see from Microsoft? And do you have any other comments?
No. I'm pretty much wrapped up on Microsoft.
That's sad, man.
It's sad. They should be one of the ones that we talk about for 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think they're gonna.
Like I said, they had it's gonna be either surprises or a big letdown. Like. Because they are not really pushing anything right now.
You think this is the time when they get into the VR or AR game or something like that?
Maybe. I mean, they always try to push some like, you know,
tech thing,
extra tech. Yeah, but I don't know. Game wise, like unless something comes across like Cyberpunk is Xbox exclusive or something like that,
would
like
be humongous.
Because that's going to be a huge one. That more fucking playoff Cyberpunk 2077, but because that's going to be coming up real soon next year.
Literally playing on the video right now. Cyberpunk 2077. All of
Bro, can we talk about that for a sec? I am so excited about.
Let's talk about it because we're not going to actually get to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. So with that, the developers have like squashed a bunch of rumors because they haven't really put anything out about it. It's just mainly the big E3 trailer and stuff, and that was it. But they did squash that because for a while people were saying it's going to be like a first-person shooter and kind of an RPG on the side, and they said 100% it is going to be a true to the fucking name RPG, just like The Witcher and like The Witcher was. Like it's going to be focused around the RPG aspect. It's not focusing on the first-person shooter or anything like that, which gets me super stoked because I want a future world dystopian fucking RPG. So like we have so many futuristic shooters. I don't want another futuristic shooter. I want to go fucking make some bad decisions and fuck some robots. Like
I have literally been waiting for a Blade Runner-esque game.
Yes,
my
exactly.
entire fucking life. Cyberpunk is one of my favorite like fucking sub timelines, you know, slash genres in movies, and it's never been in games. Like they just don't make Cyberpunk games.
And then they named one Cyberpunk, and I'm so excited.
Hilarious. I hope it's good. I never got as involved with The Witcher as I wanted to, but
I love The Witcher.
But I do recognize that it had some incredible ideas and gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. It's just more of like it hit me at the wrong time, kind of.
Yeah, and I feel like if they're starting a new set of games like The Witcher was, this is the time to do it. Like The Witcher was a little bit ahead of itself, where it had the carried over saves from Witcher 1, 2, and 3, where your decisions like affected the next game if you imported your save and shit.
That's cool.
And I feel like, but it was so hard because you had to make an account, like download, save, and then upload. You know, it's like. And
to be honest, the first and second game have serious flaws.
The first game's almost unplayable.
It's
right now.
literally unplayable. Fuck that. No, I've tried.
The second one's awful. Really tough.
The second one's just hard as hell.
And there's the fast travel is fuck. The third one, they got it.
The third one's great. Yeah.
So if they start a new set, like a new trilogy right now, or however many games they want to make of the Cyberpunk series, like that the tech is where they need it to be. If they're going to do like decisions carry through, I can play my character the whole way across. You know what I mean? Like kind of have that like Mass Effect feel, that Witcher feel, but like, you know, refined because we're finally that far along.
Oh, I've got a prediction for Microsoft. I'm going to backtrack real quick.
Okay.
I think that they somehow get an exclusive From Software game.
Okay.
So something, and it will not be Bloodborne, it will not be Dark Souls, it'll be its own game, something original that's super Soulsy. You know what I mean? Because that is a market that PlayStation fucking cornered, like hardcore. And it's not what it used to be. Like I feel like PC and PlayStation cornered that market. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I think it would be a huge boon. They can't go and get like cross-platform Bloodborne 2. Like, it's just not going to do it. Mainly because Bloodborne 1 never made it to Xbox. So
yeah,
it would be huge if they could do that. That being said, it's a long shot, and I know that I'm probably going to be wrong on that one.
probably, but who knows?
I'm not playing, so it doesn't matter.
I gotta pause everything real quick.
Okay.
I just inherited a PS4.
What?
From the father-in-law, and
guys,
and I'd like to say publicly for the world and for posterity, thank you, Mike. Thank you,
Mike.
Oh, dude,
you are GameKo's hero.
I know he doesn't watch this, but Jesus, I'm so happy.
That's so dope.
That's fantastic. So now I will have a PlayStation finally, and I can fucking play God of War
games, and not just God of War.
And I can get Last of Us 2 when it comes out.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's some games, man. There's some games.
Bro, there's some games.
Oh, I'm excited now. We are no longer gonna be stuck to just one console together. We can play them all.
That was a great text to get in the middle of a stream.
That's fucking great.
Wonderful.
Ooh,
wonderful.
I can tell you there's gonna be a couple coders excited about the fact that you're gonna be able to play Fortnite on PS4. I'm just kidding.
Right?
We're not playing it on PS4.
I'll play it on. I don't give a fuck.
Everyone else is on everything else. I'm going to show him this video so he can see your shout out. Sweet Bug, welcome to the stream, by the way. Didn't know you were in there stalking. You're just sitting there in the quiet.
Nice. Creeping. Okay, well, so we talked about Cyberpunk. Yes. We talked about Anthem.
Okay, we were on
Spider-Man?
Microsoft. We were on Bethesda.
We were in Bethesda. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what we're going to talk about. And the only thing anybody cares about on the E3 with
Bethesda. I got a prediction, bro.
What is it?
Do you want my prediction first, or do you want to talk about the game that you've been dying to talk about first?
And then we'll go with your prediction.
Okay. I have a prediction. I'm going to say it right here. Fallout 76 was announced before E3 because they are bringing a new Elder Scrolls game. Not this year, but next year they will have a full gameplay trailer. It's happening. I'm telling you, they have not ignored you guys. They have not.
I think you're on to something, but I don't think it's going to be Elder Scrolls.
And there's a reason why I think this. Okay, so there's some background to it. It's gonna be a nice transition into your Fallout 76. Fallout 76 is not going to be a traditional Fallout game. We already know that, right? We know it's multiplayer based. It has more of the base building aspect. This is going to be their evergreen game that's going to hold them over for the next 2-3 years. But it's also going to be not heavy story based. I'm going to say that right now. It's going to be way dialed back on the story. It's going to be way more about interacting with your community and things like that, and working with people online. I think that is why Elder Scrolls comes out next year. It's been how fucking many years? They've had the time.
7.
They have a big enough team. They've had the time. It's happening.
I mean, I'm all about it for sure. But they also are just releasing the latest expansion for EOS or ESO.
There's like 12 people working on that game in Bethesda.
Bro,
12 people.
Bro, the last 2 expansions, they're pretty good.
I'm telling you, they hired a bunch of modders and said, work on ESO. That's it. That's all they've done. Nobody's doing that.
I'm all about it. I'm worried that it's not going to be that, and it's going to be a playoff of the picture from last year, where they had the amusement park and there was the new IP section was under construction. Because they had like Fallout Land, they had Elder Scrolls Land, and I forget what section.
I'm sorry. What was the section that was under construction?
It just was a blank section that said it was like a construction under construction.
Wasn't there
sign.
Some rumors about something to do with like space or something like that, or galaxy?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm saying the Elder Scrolls might be related to that.
Be in space. No, I'm just kidding.
It won't be in space. It won't be in space.
I'm all about having a new Elder Scrolls announced though. 100%.
Or I'm completely wrong. It's a new IP, but I don't think it's their only game they're bringing to E3. I think this is a big year. Last year they came real weak. You know what I mean? Like they had like nothing.
Yeah, they didn't have much.
Nothing. So
for having their own like day,
their own conference, and it was long, and they didn't show shit. So if anything, they've been literally sitting there developing games. So Fallout 76, Fallout 4 only came out at the beginning of this life cycle, so it's not been all that long for a new Fallout game. That's why I think this is like a half step.
Yeah, Fallout 4 is only a couple years old now.
So that's where I stand. But okay, transition. Dylan, hit
transition.
me with your Fallout 76 thoughts.
Oh my God. Okay, so I'm all about the idea that they completely immediately responded when that guy said that it's going to be very Rust like.
Oh yeah,
it's not going to be fucking. Well, people are running with it and they're like, it's going to be like Ark, it's going to be like Rust, it's going to be like 7 Days to Die. I love all of those games, but it's not going to be. I think it's going to be way more built up. I think it's going to be. There's going to be, if it is online like we think it is, it's going to be large community based events and like hubs, and then you're able to go to your own like home world. That kind of makes sense.
Oh, I got it. Yeah, like Animal Crossing for Fallout.
Kind of, yeah.
But like with way more stuff to do.
Yeah, because I feel if they made it fully open, like those games are, people are gonna just fuck with each other, and nobody's gonna like. There's gonna be a large section of the Fallout fan base that doesn't have fun, because you're gonna have people coming from that only play those types of like single player games, and then they're gonna deal with all the trolls that are out there.
Exactly.
That aren't playing it for the game and are just playing it to blow up your base or to fuck with your people or however they make it.
Totally.
So I think there's going to be some aspect where you can like step back.
It's going to be more like the Division, less like those big like Rust and things like that, where you're just in a world with a bunch of other people with like instancing with them and stuff like that. It's going to be more about like invite them. We're going to cooperatively build this, I think. And
yeah, I could see that.
You saw it in Fallout 4. Like, you saw the beginning stages of it. They even talk about like how you're going to be able to manage your community and stuff like that. But all that stuff was real janky and like new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think they're going to polish that, basically.
And that's what I'm like. It's going to be, I think you're on the right track where it's going to be, you're going to invite, it's going to be like maybe you can make your lobby public if you want, or you could just have like your 4 friends come in and kind of Minecraft it up. You know what I mean?
It'd be real cool if you could almost like build your own vaults and stuff like that. And have people visit them. You know,
and that's why I like the idea of having like a hub world that you can go to that might be kind of like the Dark Zone was in Division 2, not specifically PvP, but like it's going to be more dangerous, or that's where the bosses are. And then the community has to work towards whatever the end goal is to get fucking loot or whatever they're trying to do. I could see that happening a lot.
Yeah.
Like I think the game could play towards that, and then you could go back to your base building survival-ish game.
I like it. And like I said, there will be a light story, I believe. I don't think it'll be anything like what we've seen in Fallout 4 or anything like that. That was quite an intense story.
Because I mean, they even don't like ESO is fucking littered with story. So even games that don't do crazy good for them have fucking story.
Yeah,
you know
they're just good at writing stories. Yeah.
Yeah. So
let them do it. I'm 100% on board with what you said. I think that would be a dream game. Literally, like Jake and I were playing side by side Fallout 4 when it first came out, and I just remember like swapping stories with him about like what we were doing, where we were, without trying to be spoiler free and stuff like that. But like we always talked about like, I wish that I could play just alongside you, experience this alongside you in like online, and then fuck around with your base building or visit your base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just always thought that would be super cool. It's one of my dreams in like every open world game, even if it's not a major like thing, like you can do anything in it. I just want you to be able to be there with me, like worst case scenario. I think that's cool. Yeah,
I think they have to keep it somewhat limited to an extent, just because there's those people that take it their base. They're going to take their character very personal. They're going to take their base very personal, and if the trolls come in and have free reign without any kind of filter,
it's just not fun.
Yeah.
Quick update. We're not sponsored by Applebee's or Scientology. Just as a heads up, it's because this playlist that's playing on the screen goes through commercials, and I don't have YouTube Red. Just
I was like,
if you guys see
I have YouTube Red.
Yeah, I should have been like featuring the link from your account. I'm realizing, but that's okay. It was a Scientology.
I love Applebee's though. If they want to sponsor us, just say
if you want to Applebee's, you know how much it's going to cost. $3. $3.
No, a meal for 6 once a week for a year.
Okay, I like that one better. I am not the negotiator. Dylan, you're on that. Cool. Bethesda, those are the only two surprises I predict. Do you have any other like secondary surprise you think? Or is it just Fallout 76?
I think Fallout 76 is going to be at least a half hour of their fucking show.
What do you think else they're going to fill it with? How long is there? I don't even know. How long
that's what I'm saying. Like, you might be on to something. They might be talking about more fucking, like, I don't know, some crazy fucking old IP that they're making VR again. Who knows?
Oh, that's true. They did that all like literally like it was like 4 IPs.
Skyrim.
They're all VR now. I swear to God.
Was like that if they was
remaster Skyrim one more fucking time, I'm just done. I don't care.
Instead of the Game of the Year edition, it's gonna be the Game of the Decade edition.
Yeah, well, and then next 99 years from now, there'll be a Game of the Century edition.
Yeah,
just get ready. It won't look any better, by the way, because they never really do.
Dude, yeah, that I'm a little salty about. That to mod it, they're like, just use these awesome mods, but achievements are disabled. It's like, well, fuck you. What the hell?
Fuck off. This game is ugly. Let me make it pretty and get achievements. I understand why they do, but still.
I do, but yeah. Can we talk about I don't know if it's smaller. Well, it's definitely smaller than Fallout, but Skull and Bones.
Oh, we got delayed.
Are you excited? Yes,
we're almost,
but I think we're gonna
so
see. I think we're gonna see some Skull and Bones for sure.
Okay, so this is gonna be the Ubisoft section, guys.
Yeah. Oh, we have a lot.
Comment if you think that we missed anything on the Bethesda and Microsoft shows. But you're right. Let's start it off with Skull and Bones. Did you hear that it got delayed?
Yes, I heard that it got delayed, and I'm hoping, and this is Ubisoft, so hopefully they have the fucking the brains to not pull a Sea of Thieves.
And you mean?
I think so Sea of Thieves had great intentions, but I think it was a very mediocre game at release. Like for what people wanted to what they. It was a letdown.
How about this? Publicly, it definitely did not perform, not do.
Well,
reception-wise, it didn't do as well as what they were hoping, for sure.
Clearly, when Skull and Bones and Sea of Thieves were both talked about last year at E3, everybody was like, yes, I want to be in a crew. I want to fucking sail the seas. I want to be a pirate.
Mm-hmm.
And Sea of Thieves, from what I've seen, is not like, yes, you can be in a crew, but when I'm talking about a crew, I want like 12 people at least. And I want a fucking full-size boat. I don't want to just be looking for a chest.
Are you under the impression that Skull and Bones is going to be that?
That's why I'm hoping they're reworking it. So
I got you. I'm following.
Skull and Bones is definitely going to be somewhat that, where it's going to be multiplayer on a boat, and it's focused on killing motherfucking other boats. And I loved the Black Flag fucking, because this is the same people that made the Black Flag naval combat, and I would just buy a standalone game of just the naval combat. But if they make it multiplayer, and they do it right, I think it can legitimately be one of the big names. When it comes out,
the impression I got, at least from the early trailers, and I don't know if this is true or not because it was not much, so I'm not trying to project onto it, but it was that it was you run your boat, your friends run their own boat. You can cooperatively get into games together. I don't know.
And I'm okay with that.
That sounds cool too.
If we can make like pirate fleets, I'm all about it.
That would be cool too.
I want a way to not just go after a chest on an island and then return it over and over. You know what I mean? Like if there's not going to be story, I want it to be like World of Tanks with fucking pirate ships almost.
How does World of Tanks? I've never.
Oh, it's just you just drop in and you're just killing motherfuckers, and then I
got you.
If they're not going to do a story, I want them to do PvP really well.
So that's where I think that Sea of Thieves doesn't get the credit it deserves. Its PvP is amazing.
Yeah, but
it's incredible. Like it's the only game I've ever run into where it's like everybody has a purpose, and if they don't do it perfectly, everything goes to shit.
Well, and that's why I think
that they need to hit it.
Or Skull and Bones should be like that.
I agree. That'd be cool.
Where it's not specific. It's not everybody's a captain.
I like
sort of.
Yeah.
And if it's not, like, I get it, and they can make it more just PvP. You know, you're in a fleet
Again,
of
still a good game
or
idea, yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And there's something about Sea of Thieves. I just don't like the fucking animation at all.
Oh,
it just hurts me.
You need to play it, man. It's a different game when you play it. I promise.
I know. I believe you, but I don't. I'm not a fan of that style.
That's
at
fine.
all.
That's fine.
For PvP. If it was a story and I was just like playing around or whatever, that's fine. But if I'm going out to kill shit, I don't want that.
So
I want decapitations for my cannons and shit. Like,
I guess I really like the style, so that's probably why I dig that game so much.
That's why we're yin and yang.
Exactly,
man.
Exactly. That's why I'm over here and you're over there. We got this beautiful bond that like makes us play all games, and it's amazing. All games. We as a group love all games because I also I don't dig as much the super gritty sometimes. And so
I love the grit.
Yeah, it's like super high Twitch shooters.
I love that too.
Hit or miss. But the more stylized stuff I'm all about, so I get it.
So we're gonna save.
Modes looks cool.
We're gonna save, since we're on the Ubisoft topic. We'll save your favorite for the end.
Oh yeah,
Before
know what I
move to something else. Yeah, I know what you want to talk about.
Okay. Yeah.
But did you watch Assassin's Creed Odyssey?
Yes. So that little tiny snippet. Fucking the leak. You mean the thing they posted to their goddamn Twitter page? Yeah. What a leak! I loved it.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They also confirmed that it is a sequel to Assassin's Creed Origins.
Whoa. Okay. So timeline wise, it's like right after.
So it says sequel with the quotes, but it's supposed to be within
100 or 50 years.
So many years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because and I mean, Syndicate was kind of like that with Black Flag. Roughly,
with Black Flag.
So I don't know how much you played Syndicate, but
I did not play Syndicate.
In Syndicate, you visit Edward's house after he dies. Like he's dead in the game, like he's already dead. But you visit his like residence, and you like have a shit ton of like little Easter eggs from Black Flag in it.
Nice.
So even if Odyssey is like ballpark, like you said, like within 50 years of the end of Origins, like I think it'll be a good little follow up.
Absolutely.
I am interested to see their take on, because they said there will be mythical beasts. So we'll see how that works.
Well, I mean, Origins has some of that as like
they're aliens.
DLC.
It's aliens.
Aliens?
Like all the fucking mythical shit in Origins is alien shit.
Is that what it is?
Fucking Forerunners shit and all that. So
I need to play Origins, man.
Yeah, you do.
I'm desperate for it.
I'm interested to see. I think that's what they're called, Forerunners. I'm interested to see, because I know the mythical is going to be those like something to do with the Forerunners or some kind of weird fucking trinket that radiated some thing. You know what I mean? Like
I like it.
I want to see that shit.
I do too now.
I want to see a big ass Cyclops dude who got fucking like mutated. You know what I mean? Like I want to see some crazy shit. And I think they'll have fun with it.
Yeah, man.
I like Assassin's Creed, so
I do too. And you know what? This is the one that like I wanted to get back into and literally just could not afford with all the games that was coming out. And
it was really long.
Not just time wise, like financially, I was out of money when it was out, and then a new game would come out that was like, oh, I need to play this more. And then you played it, and I was like, okay, I'll wait.
You bought Wolfenstein the same week I bought Assassin's Creed.
Oh, Wolfenstein. But again,
I have it right over.
This is the greatest thing. We literally like got exactly what we wanted in those two games.
Oh yeah,
they were so good. I'm so happy with that.
So good.
Oh, I hope that. I hope id's next game, Rage, is good. Anyway, but that's a whole different thing. I'll get to that. We'll get to that at some point.
Yeah. And then, so back to Division 2 real fast.
Oh, yeah. We can circle back.
I think it's going to be in New York still.
So this is interesting. You think New York, just a different section?
I think New York, I think different section, maybe progressed in the future just a year or two, so shit's a little different if they do include the previous sections.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be way bigger, and I think it's going to be, it's definitely going to be New York, Manhattan, maybe the outlying boroughs and stuff.
Here's a theory I heard that I liked. that it would be set in this. There's no like evidence to this, just to back it up. Set in London,
Ooh.
which I think is awesome. Like, how many games are set in London? And,
Yeah, I'd be cool with that.
And fuck, that's a lot of cool places where you could shoot some shit up. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
blowing up some like classic monuments.
Yeah, London would be really cool.
I think that would be cool. I don't know how that would end up being, but everything was hit, so it wasn't just the United States. So that would make sense story wise. But I'd be fine with it going back to New York. New York's amazing.
Yeah, like I said, as long as it's bigger, like they originally promised. Like,
yeah, I know, right? They were like
way back when
they technically had Brooklyn, but it's like it was like one place you couldn't really get back to,
and like 90% of what you had was like, oh yeah, you can't get that building. Oh yeah, you can't get that building.
Yeah, exactly. What I'd love to see, like, yeah, you're totally right, exactly that. I'd love to see even maybe just the same size section, just a different like move it, but fully explorable interiors,
accessible. Yeah, like oh, that door is barred, I'm gonna shoot it and go inside.
How about that? How about that 60-story building you can climb and go through every room in it? I would, right? That shit seems so amazing.
If they did that, I would take a smaller
section even than what it had. Yeah,
but if they're gonna stick with the like everything's blocked off unless you're on a mission shit, then it needs to be huge. Like
I think that's so. I would prefer the first version of that, where it's like way more detailed but smaller. And this is like, there's a reason for this. Did you play Arkham Knight?
No.
Oh, amazing game. Like, had some problems, but there was one thing about Arkham Knight that was like mind blowing. It's a small open world on the grand scheme of things. Like, it's actually smaller than Arkham City, I think, even. Like, the actual explorable area is not that big. It's got 3 islands. They're kind of small, but they're insanely detailed. So every place you go was interesting. And I'm so sick of like open worlds being just so big that there's nothing to do in those sections, because you just like go here, collect this item, go here. I want to see like cool people who are existing and living, and like that would be so cool. Maybe a more repopulated New York. That would be cool. Like people trying to move back in after
like gangs form, or like more factions instead of just
and survivors and stuff like that, and you having to like live react to people.
Not all hostile, maybe like you have to like, you know, ally with certain ones. I could see that.
I would love that. That'd be really cool. So there's a lot of potential in Division 2.
Oh yeah.
When does it come? Do you think this year?
I think next February, March.
Oh, we're gonna do a March.
Springtime.
Why is March becoming so popular?
Springtime.
I love it.
I don't know. Well, I think people will have recovered by March from Christmas.
Yeah.
And they could buy games again.
I'm telling you, the Switch launching in March was genius. I don't know why more consoles don't do it.
But I think spring next year is when it comes.
That's a good one. I like where your head's at, Cotton. I think
so. To the final game, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. No,
Beyond
I
good. I'm dude, for real. Once you get a Switch, that's like first game along with Zelda.
One of them.
Yeah, Zelda first. But Beyond Good and motherfucking Evil 2. That shit is going to be the biggest thing that they have at the conference. Saying it now, Division 2 will be on the back burner because it has the potential to basically like shake all of those concepts, right? The thing I expect is still going to be pretty rough, because that's how Michel Ancel makes his games. They even showed a little bit recently, but I think that was from an older version. They're going to show a lot more polished graphics and a lot more concept complete, at least idea. Last time they showed it, it was literally like, this is demos, we can make it work, it's going to happen. But now we're going to get to start to see like, hey, this is what our characters are. This is what our people are like. Here's the story a little bit. And we're also going to get a very cool shot at multiplayer, because one thing that I've been reading about them is they're 100% focused on making this entirely explorable galaxy that is live. You can fly down to a planet, fly up without loading screens, all that stuff. Entirely multiplayer. No tether. You're not going to be 600 meters away and have to be zapped back. No. But they've done some cool things that I've read where there's like speed adjustments and stuff like that, so you don't lose track of each other when you're flying with a party. But you guys could go on different planets and do different things. And I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that is super cool.
The planets are completely explorable, meaning like not you fly down to this planet, there's a section on here. There's going to be cities all around and places you can go and stuff like that. So
that's so cool. Yeah. I know it's going to be a couple years.
Yeah, it's not coming this year. Not even close.
No, not now.
It's probably 3 years away.
Yeah, I was going to say, if anything, Christmas of 2019 would be like the earliest I would shoot for.
Yeah. Christmas 2019, that seems early.
Yeah. Oh no, that's why I said that's like me.
That's like the earliest. Yeah.
Yeah. That's. But we'll see. We'll get more info for sure.
Just knowing that this game has been technically in thoughts and development for fucking, I don't know,
13 years. Jesus.
Well,
when did the first one come out? 2003, I think.
Let's find out.
When did it come out? 7, 3, one of those. I feel like those numbers are in my head for a reason.
1, 3, 6, 8, 5. Hold on. Of course, 2003.
Hey, it was 3. Yay.
Fucking 15 years ago.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, I'll wait for it to be good. You know what I mean?
Oh no, and Michel Ancel just won't ship a game until it is, right? Like,
yeah,
he's made like 7 games in his career. Like that's it.
Right.
Like, he just takes so long on each one. I hope there's one other game that I hope that they show. I think it was called, was it Wild? So is by him again. Video game. Let me see if I can.
Is Ubisoft doing that one too?
Yeah. Well, so Michel Ancel is an Ubisoft developer.
Okay, I didn't know if he was exclusive.
Yeah. So I think we see it has to be an update there. Okay, so technically, actually, it's developed by. I lied. It's developed by Wild Sheep Studio. It must be his independent team.
Huh.
Right, so that was.
I was going to say I didn't hear anything when I was looking up the Ubisoft stuff.
No, you're totally right. Well, to be honest, it's kind of gone dark for 2 years, so I don't know if they're going to show it again.
That'd be cool, though.
It may be at the Sony conference now that I'm seeing it. It's being published by Sony. So, cool. Cool.
Hype. You want to hit some little guys, little quick guys?
Yeah, let's do it.
So, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Not really little, but
that's not little.
I don't have that much for it.
Yeah.
But it looks fucking. Did you watch the trailer?
Looks great.
It looks really. I think we're gonna get some gameplay from that one for sure, since the trailer's already out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like in the jungle. I'm all about that, like Lara Croft in the jungle. And from what everybody's been saying, like it's gonna be a lot darker and like.
I heard that even the gameplay that people have played, not been able to show, but played, say that it's way darker and may not be better because of that. Well, we'll see. I hope it is, because I liked the darkness of the first game and the second game.
Yeah. So I'm optimistic for that one. That's one of those games like I'll play it, but I'm not gonna wait line for it. Like
I'll probably get it on discount, just a slight one.
Yeah, I'll get it when it's like when it's $35-$40, I'll get it.
Yeah, it's great.
They're good games. The last one was really big, so
I loved the last game.
There was a lot going on. And then sadly, I'm gonna throw this in the quick talk category is Black Ops 4.
Man, you were not hyped about this. Can we talk about that? Like, in our little group chat with you, me, Adam, and Jake, you did not feel that reveal at all.
I'm not excited. Zombies looks great. Zombies always looks great.
It does look really good.
They don't do a bad zombies. So, especially Treyarch, like they just don't do a bad zombies. But the fact that they're doing the battle royale in lieu of a campaign.
Did you play the campaigns?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially Black Ops. Yeah. Yeah. The Black Ops series.
Yeah, the Black Ops series had good campaigns.
Have one of the best story arcs out of all the ones.
Robots can fuck off. They don't belong.
Story wise, it was fine.
Yeah, okay.
But so it's gonna be interesting because they're adding the battle royale. They've already said that it's gonna be the largest Call of Duty map that they've ever had. Which I mean, if they're gonna do 100 players,
what does that fucking mean? Like Call of Duty maps are not big ever, so
whatever. They said there's gonna be a lot of not Easter eggs, but nods towards the Black Ops series as a whole.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's gonna be like it's gonna be a big map and there's gonna be different sections from different games.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
fucking
like
little Nuketown like, section or something like that, like over in the corner.
Kind of like how Fortnite set up, where it's like, here's a city. This is a Nuketown city, theme. Here's a city. Here's the fucking the ruins when they were I forget the goddamn name of it, but from the zombies. Like it'd be cool if there was like sections on an overall map. And then like the other big thing that they're twisting, the Battle Royale series is, if it's Call of Duty, it's most likely going to have classes, which means you're going to be customizing your people a lot more than just.
Yeah, you ain't going down and picking weapons, yeah, kind of a thing.
Oh no, I could see them doing you're still picking weapons, because they did say there's going to be
your custom weapons.
Yeah, they said there's going to be weapons from all the Black Ops, and there's going to be gadgets from all the Black Ops that you can pick up. But I think that your character is going to have certain perks that you're going to have that's going to change up how you use those weapons and what your strategy is. Like if you're classed out as a run and gun guy, where you're landing, what weapons you're going for, how you're assaulting, if people are in a building, or if you're posting back, like if you're going to focus on sniping that round, like it's going to be real. Hopefully they'll bring in that Call of Duty aspect where you have to like customize yourself towards the gameplay. Like I'm excited for that part of it, but other than that, it's like
yeah. Here's the thing. This was actually the most excited for a COD game I've been in a while. And I don't know why. I felt the opposite. I felt like COD Black Ops 3 was like super underwhelming, like everything for me. Like the way it was done, the fact that the story was focused on robots, but World War II looked cool, just never, like I was so disenchanted with COD at that point that it was just not enough for me to grab. Yeah. I should have played more, did not.
World War II was great for a Sledgehammer. Like they did wonderful.
Damn. That's some shade.
I mean, they're the new guys. They just came in.
That's some shade, though.
They've done 2 games. Like,
here's what I wish that they would do with Call of Duty. I wish that they would listen to Assassin's Creed.
Take a second.
Just 2 years between games.
They do. They do have 2 years between games
per developer.
Yeah,
but they have one out every year. They need to
it's
give
2 years
me
for
a
each
break.
developer.
I'm not saying that they don't have enough time to make the game, and they need to give me a break.
They have too many employees to do that.
I understand. They need to come up with something else for those guys to do, or spend 4 years on the game, sell double the amount of copies. That's all I'm saying. I agree with you that this didn't like totally sell me on it, but I was more sold on it than I have been in a long time.
Can I mention why I'm not as excited for it?
Yes.
It's called Battlefield 5. That's why.
Well, let's go into that other small game.
Holy shit!
Why didn't we touch on that on the EA conference, for fuck's sake?
I don't know.
It's literally an EA
it's on my list on here, but Battlefield 5. Holy shit, man! So first off, they've already announced all the expansion maps are going to be free. Wonderful.
Nice.
Wonderful. They do that. So they've been doing that for the last couple games.
But you just didn't know if it was going to stay.
But you had to get it on the rotation. Oh. So they released the DLC, and then like 6 months later, it would be free, but you had to download it in that week, or you missed it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that sucks.
So it was like if you were into the game, you would get it for free eventually.
Yeah.
Because you would know it's happening. But if you just like were a casual player, you weren't probably going to get all the DLC.
They said
upfront free DLCs. Obviously, they have the microtransaction stuff. They had that in Battlefield 1, but it had no effect on the game. It doesn't unlock new weapons. It only is skins. Like,
I'm fine with that.
I don't give a fuck about skins. Yeah, cosmetic shit. I don't give a shit.
I've never cared about something they don't make me buy. How about that?
Yeah, they said that there's going to be seasons. So they haven't elaborated on it, and I hope they do come E3. But they said so there's going to be like objectives that you pick a side, right? Axis or allies, and then your team has objectives that you build towards, like by winning matches and stuff. Kind of like I don't know if you played back in like that Black Ops 2 days and stuff like that, but they had like it was like node wars where you had to like capture a node. Whoever had the most at the end of the season thing won.
Okay, yeah.
With the clan system, it's gonna be like that, but on like a global scale. where it's not going to be just the clan. It's just going to be Axis allies.
It's
and then
literally World War for fuck's sake. That
exactly.
Sounds awesome.
And then when the season progresses, it's affected by who has what, like areas or what sections or how much. They haven't, like I said, they haven't gotten into details, but they said it's gonna, how your team is doing affects the next season of like where you're fighting, what you're doing. Like, so
quick pause.
Yep.
Good night, Ava.
Good
Night.
Say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Say hi, coders.
Hi, coders.
Have a good night.
Hi, good night.
Okay, go to bed, baby.
That's
I gotta do this. Thank you, though. She's like, can I have some water, Daddy? Not right now, daughter. Mommy could.
But yeah, man, I think it looks wonderful.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be great. And so this is the game that is not going the full battle royale mode, and I'm happy with it. So people were thinking, because they said there's gonna be the airdrop game mode. And people were thinking that's going to be like airdrop in PUBG style, Fortnite style.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I didn't think so. For some reason, I felt like that wasn't.
They haven't gone into detail, but they did say, I forget which interview it was, but they did say it's going to be one team is airdropping in, another team is in defensive positions already. So it's going to be like assault.
So it's not. Yeah, it's different.
It's gonna be like 80-second airborne dropping in on D-Day. Like,
I like that.
You're gonna be attacking pre-set up defensive positions. You might have more people than the defenders do. I don't know how they're gonna balance it or how they're gonna go about that.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be a just all out everybody hit the ground, get a weapon, and kill each other thing.
I like
it's gonna be teams. So
I like it. I think that there needs to be less battle royale modes being like inundated. Wait some time, come up with some new things, make that one. You know what I mean?
And honestly, like I play for conquest anyway. So I like the idea of they're not doing PUBG, they're just doing a twist on their own game type that they already have.
I think that's great. I think that's great.
I think people need to start embracing what they already have and make it better instead of just cloning and then trying to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
Like if somebody likes your IP, it's for a reason usually. Mm-hmm. So why not just make it a greater IP than snagging pieces from everybody and then just putting your brand on top of it? I mean, you know.
I totally agree. Battlefield 5 to me looks like the better game.
That
I
want more gameplay.
Yeah, I will say this. Yeah, the trailer was like zero gameplay. They say that it was in game, and I believe it. The graphics look on par with Battlefield 4, so I'm not. Or Battlefield 5. I'm sorry. Which one are we on?
Well, we're on 5. 1 just came out.
1 just came out. Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
My brain just had a shit. So I think Battlefield 1, like that graphics. It looks like it's using the same engine with some advancements. That's fine. It looks plausible that was real, but it was very cinematic and unrepresentative of gameplay. Yeah, I will say this. Just because we're on the subject, there was a ton of backlash from some weirdos across the internet thinking like, well, there was a woman who was a cripple as the main character. How is that possible in World War II or World War II? Yeah. And I was just I didn't have any opinions on that except for the fact that she looked badass. Is that fair?
Well, that's totally fair on your end. And also, just because there was no women in combat from like
the U.S. side,
from the U.S. and other major countries, there was some Russian women before they turned over to the turned into the bad guys that were sniping the fuck out of the Germans. So
I just don't buy it. Like, and who knows? There could have been one. Like, you weren't there. No, nobody was there. None of you fucking people on the internet you weren't there. Okay, so I don't care who men wrote the history books. You think they might
honestly,
write them out?
It's a fucking video game. Like
exactly.
They didn't do a conference like COD did for Call of Duty World War II, where they're like, we re-recorded the tank tracks to get the perfect audio. They didn't do that shit. They said, hey, guess what? We're doing a World War II based game. Because that's what we started as. We started as a fucking company that made like 4 World War II games. Like
the best ones. Battlefield
like,
1942, still
wonderful.
the best World War II simulation game I'd ever played. Like,
I'm telling you, man.
It's not rough now, but it was
yeah,
good.
but people don't bitch about like, well, that plane type wasn't around in 42. That was only in 44. It's like, fuck off. It's a fucking game.
I don't give.
I'm gonna crash this plane into a Zeppelin and blow up. Like, it's gonna be great.
If you want realism, go watch Saving Private Ryan and be depressed for the next 2.5 hours of your life. It's a great movie. But guess what? Yeah. I'm not having as much fun playing that. Like, I don't want real guns killing real people, and that's sad.
I think people just need to figure out like that the gender fucking bias is over in video games.
You just have to accept that it's going to be that way.
Yeah.
And frankly, girls deserve to play girls if they want to play girls. And you know what?
I want to play girls. I don't give a fuck. Yeah,
I play as female characters 90% of the time because I like a badass chick in a video game. I think that's cool. It's a cool power thing. Like, it's awesome. I married a powerful woman. I expect to play powerful women in video games. Simple as that. So
boom.
I also think that a lot of people think that women only play women in video games. That's crazy.
That is insane.
We're getting off topic. It's E3 here. Nothing but positivity. Battlefield 5 looks fucking awesome.
Looks really good.
I think it's going to be my first Battlefield that I buy at launch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm definitely buying at launch.
I wasn't going to.
Never bought it. The closest I got, I think I bought Battlefield 1 within launch month.
I did not buy it. I have it through EA Access. So,
but I'm going to buy 5 like that week.
I will say this: Battlefield 1 actually sold me on why Battlefield 5 is going to be great, because Battlefield 1
is wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Really good.
And it has some things that, like, just because of the time period they were limited by, like, guns are not as fun to shoot in World War One.
There's no helicopters.
World War II. Yeah, there's some things that are
fucking
just
crazy shit
missing.
Battlefield 4. Yeah.
Like
World War
II,
they're still going to be limited, but there's still going to be some crazy weapons.
There's some badass tanks and grenades, and like that was the time that war was the craziest that it's ever been. So, Ubisoft, I think, is going to have a strong showing. Or I'm sorry, we're way past that. EA is going to have a good strong showing, but nothing crazy, no surprises there. I don't think.
Do we want to talk about Insomniac's game?
So that's going to be in Sony.
Yeah,
because it's an
I figured we wrap it up.
Let's go ahead and just do it. We'll start with Spider-Man.
We got 2 Sony exclusives. I didn't want to start with the big one. So
okay, so let's start with, we have 4 Sony exclusives, I thought.
4? Well, I only have 2 that I care about.
Sony
I know
games, 2. E3. Start it off.
Spider-Man looks fucking great. And I never thought I'd say that, because every Spider-Man game in the past has been completely shit.
Hold on. Has it hit you?
What?
Has it hit you yet?
No, I don't know.
You get to fucking play it.
Oh, yeah. I totally forgot already.
Not just that, like, he was not going to get to play it. Like, simple as that. It was going to.
I was a little upset. I even wrote PS4 on my notes and then put a sad face.
Not anymore.
Really want
anymore.
And it's kind of funny that this is going to be a PS4 exclusive, because Insomniac, the ones that made Sunset Overdrive, that was an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
And this is very, like, if you watch it, it's very Sunset Overdrive with webs. Like, the moving through the city, that's what I think it looks like a lot.
Yes.
Which isn't bad.
Yes.
It's not bad. But I can get down with the Spider-Man game. I didn't like Sunset Overdrive, like, story-wise, as much. And I just never got into it.
Sorry.
Oh, that's terrible.
You're like, it's frozen in the worst place possible. Can you turn off your camera and turn it back on? Oh, no, you're back.
I'm back. Oh, you got rid of me.
I didn't. It, like, ended.
Yeah, you ended my Skype call. But am I back?
We're back. Sorry about that, guys.
But yeah, man, it looks good. I'm down with the Spider-Man game. It's gonna be adult Peter Parker, which is really cool.
Oh my god, dude!
They've already confirmed like a couple big bad guys. Rhino's gonna be I love Rhino, so like it's gonna be good.
Spider-Man 2 is my favorite GameCube game outside of Nintendo. So I've been like desperately waiting for a new one.
Yeah.
And this looks exactly like what I've always hoped a next gen Spider-Man would be. It, like, visually, it's just on another goddamn level. It looks like Uncharted 2 or Uncharted 4, but like fucking Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's open world. We already know that.
Yeah.
So like we're not going to have like a jilted Spider-Man 1 situation back when it was like level by level shit.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I think the biggest key that they did here was the combat looks good. And it's always been a weak point. Combat looks real good.
It looks good, and the webs swinging when I've seen in videos when they hit like a ladder or something on a building that would stop them.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like it's like, oh fuck, you know, it's like they've made it look organic getting back into what you're doing.
Game Informer's coverage of it was talking a lot about that and how like they said like it feels so organic and smooth and like he doesn't get caught on bullshit. You know, he's constantly moving. You are in control the whole time. It's not like automated. You have to latch on to real like buildings and stuff like that. You can't just go through the air. I love all that. This is like it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true. Really... So excited. Spider-Man for PlayStation 4, which Dylan will be playing.
Yeah. I'll actually watch Sony's conference this year.
I know. We might be more hyped about that than Microsoft this year. It'll be the first time.
Normally I'm like, meh.
Well, it's because it's hard to watch things that you can't play yourself, you know? It's never fun.
So you said you had 4. I have one more, so I don't want to jump to it.
Let's wait for that one. Death Stranding.
Oh yeah.
So this one is not my cup of tea.
No, I'm not gonna play.
I'll be honest. I'm not a Metal Gear fan for the first place. So Hideo Kojima, while I respect the hell out of that guy for what he's able to do, I think that ultimately it's not going to get me to buy it. It looks
really pretty, weird. And I'll probably watch a compilation of all the cinematics when the game is out.
But it looks fucking weird. Like it makes no sense. Weird.
So Norman Reedus even said he doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and they've been like capturing him for however long they've been making this motherfucker.
And that's a Hideo Kojima thing. Like, so people who love that are going to adore this game. But it looks so weird that I couldn't get down with Metal Gear Solid 5. Like, it wasn't. I'm not
hyped for it at all.
So
I think I know what the other one is that you're gonna bring up, and I'm excited for it. Yes.
So the next one, but frankly, Adam's gonna be through the roof about this one. I hope it's everything he wants it to be. Because if it is, maybe I'll reconsider.
Like you said, the fans are gonna go crazy for it.
Yep. And the last one is Dreams. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that weird game. Days Gone.
Oh, not the one I thought.
Okay. Whoa, okay. So you might have something else.
I gotta look up the name. I'm thinking about.
There's a game called Ghost.
You can talk about. That's it. That's the one.
Okay, so we'll talk about that one after this then.
Yeah.
So Days Gone. The reason I'm not going to say much, they've actually pushed it back to 2019. You'll see gameplay. That game looks like it's still in a rough state. I don't know if it's going to be what people want. Also, all the gameplay I watched from Game Informer's like month-long coverage, the dialogue looks weak, like real weak. It looks like my first zombie kind of like buddy comedy. It's not. It just doesn't hit home. And maybe I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. It's still early, and they have said like this is super alpha, so maybe they're going to polish that up. But the hype is going down for that one, not up. Like last year, it was amazing. They showed motorcycle with zombies that rush in hundreds. I'm all about. I just hope it actually plays like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't.
So the
Ghost of Tsushima.
So it is. You play as a samurai.
Okay.
And you are defending this island to the west of Japan. That it's Japan's island, but you're defending it against the Mongols in like 2090 or 1299 or some shit.
Okay.
So it's going to be like, they haven't really elaborated on it. It looks super pretty.
Holy shit. Really, I'm watching.
Really pretty. And I'm all about being like a rogue fucking like
samurai?
They say you're a samurai, but I'm all about going Ronin and just doing what the fuck I want.
Yeah.
But either way, like I like the idea. Sorry, my soda was exploding. I like the idea of maybe going to like towns and like helping them like prepare for an attack, maybe, or like recruiting other fighters and then holding off the battles and shit like that. Like like I said, I don't know which way they're going with it, but I would be all about that.
It sounds awesome, and I'm watching the trailer. It looks awesome.
And now that I get to play it, I'm even more excited.
Dude, you just had a whole new world opened up to you. Once you get the Switch, your life will be fully complete, at least until the next consoles come out.
I really want a Switch.
I know. I want you to get one too. I wish I could buy you one. I wish I could send you like my old one that broke. Yeah, that looks cool, dude. I was watching the trailer. That looks really cool. Hopefully, it's as good as it's like advertised.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not like super high hopes or anything. It's just something I saw, and I was like, I wish I had a PlayStation.
It's by Sucker Punch. Oh fuck yeah, I'm buying it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you this.
Sucker Punch, so.
There's a game that you need to play on when you get your PlayStation, and that is Infamous. Great game.
Yeah.
Underrated, I think. I think that they didn't give it enough credit because it was a launch game and they were looking for problems because launch games normally have problems. It's great. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I'll play it again. Also, fucking amazing looking. Like graphically is just insanely good looking. Anyway, outside of that, we don't have anything else from PlayStation. What? They're not going to be releasing any other games for the rest of the year. It's just those 3. I'm just kidding. It's Last of Us 2. Now,
did you watch the video that they put out?
No, they put out what?
Bro.
New one?
So it's just the cinematic.
Oh, you talking about the trailer from last year?
Is that when it came out? I don't know when the fuck it came out.
Yeah, last year.
It's just violent, man. It's
the one where like they're hung up and stuff like that and have to cut the. Yeah. That was last year's E3 trailer.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing: if Last of Us 2 can pull it off, it will arguably be one of the best games ever made. Right?
Yeah, they need to make it look really pretty.
That will be guaranteed. Uncharted 4 looks unbelievable. So it's like even if it's close to that, you'll be fine. You'll be happy. You'll be like, wow, how is this a video game? That being said, I'm more interested to see what kind of evolution the gameplay has, because the one thing about Last of Us that did get tiresome a little bit, not a lot, was that they basically just kept putting you back into the same kind of encounter. I expect Last of Us 2 will extremely push that bar forward. I think it's going to be better than the first one.
Well, and you're playing as Ellie the whole time, right? Isn't it like in the future a little bit?
I don't really know. They're very, very unclear on everything. Yeah. The only character we've seen is Ellie.
A little bit further. Yeah, yes. I heard it's further in the future. Obviously, she's grown up from the video.
I'm going to go ahead and say he's still alive, though, somewhere. He just might be in trouble.
But I don't think that's who you're playing as. I think you're playing as her.
That would be cool. Ellie's an awesome-ass character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we can say about Last of Us 2 that isn't already on everybody's mind. It's going to be great. And we're like, PlayStation has a surefire, like, positive conference. The fact is I don't think they're going to blow anybody away this year. I think it's going to be a solid conferse with.
I think it's going to be what people expect,
surprise, maybe.
And that's fine.
I just don't know what else we're waiting for from them. Like, they've done all the games they needed to do, right? Like, they've got the Spider-Man, they've gotten all the other ones, all the Uncharted games. They did 2 Uncharted games already, which is crazy. I don't know what else they're gonna bring. You think they'll talk about PS5?
No, not this year.
I don't think PS5 is. I think it's 3 years out.
I think they might talk about it next year.
Yeah.
But I don't think anything's going to be seen or specs are going to be seen for at least 3 years. Yeah.
I just think that, like, while I get it, some people are like, well, normal PlayStation life cycles are shorter, and, like, PlayStation 3 was an exception. Why would you end a life cycle that is doing this fucking well? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's going to outsell the Wii at this pace. Why would you end that? I wouldn't end that.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sony, good on you. We got one last one.
So, one last one.
No more games. I'm sorry. One last conference.
I have one last game.
Oh, okay.
And then I know we're over time, but I'll talk about it real fast. I'm surprised you didn't bring it up. Well, oh yeah, we didn't even get to any of them yet, huh?
Nintendo.
Yeah.
We're literally about to talk about Nintendo. Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna wait on that one.
You talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna wait on Smash because I know that's what you're talking about. You're alluding
so
to.
Excited.
So excited. Smash is going to be there. It's going to be featured extensively. They're going to have lots of gameplay. It's coming out this Christmas. Can we just say that?
It's going to be on the floor at E3.
Yeah, it's going to be playable. It's going to. It's coming out this Christmas. Like guaranteed. No way it comes out like November, the fucking Black Friday. Yeah. It's coming out. Octo expansion will be shown.
I was going to say I think they're. Oh, I was going to say in Smash. I think that they're going to have. They're going to have
Inklings. Yeah.
Inklings. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be in there. I mean, they were in the first trailer, so I would assume.
Yeah.
Nintendo is going to be surprising some people. First of all, their third-party show is going to be like Fortnite, Paladins, and a couple other games. And here's my theory for Fortnite that I never got to. Fortnite is going to be free to play, and it will be available after the conference for download.
Yeah.
Playable that day.
Oh, bro. Okay. After all this, I gotta talk about one last thing.
Okay, no worries. No worries.
Remind me. You just okay, back to it.
So I think that's going to be like their big E3 stuff is like Fortnite's going to be huge. They're going to have a huge amount of indie games, more than ever. Let me see. And then I'm trying to think. There was
Pokemon.
Pokemon is going to be featured. They're going to show a lot of gameplay.
Yes, they need to.
They're not going to spend more than 5 minutes on it during the conference. Rumors are that the conference is going to be 45 minutes long.
Yeah, I think if 5 minutes, that's all they need.
They're going to show some gameplay, but it will be in the, because Nintendo always does this thing for like the next 3 days. They show games on like every 45 minutes played live. And so they're going to continue to do that. And then let me see.
I think there'll be a demo of Pokemon on the floor.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. It'll be playable.
Like a very contained demo. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be playable for sure. I think that's for sure.
I think it's gonna be people fucking with the Pokemon Go aspect of it too, so that people can get like some exclusive shit there, some for the people that are at E3. You know what
exactly. I mean? Yoshi, that's gonna have a full trailer and be playable on the floor. I'm gonna call it.
Yeah.
Because that was announced like when it launched. I think that's gonna be out this spring. I think that'll be out in spring.
Spring, yeah, I could see that.
It's possible they'll move it up if they have some delays.
At most, yeah.
If they have delays, but and Pokemon's coming out this probably this like September, October.
Yeah.
Because that's generally when they drop Pokemon. Metroid
Kirby?
Prime 4.
Oh yeah.
Is going to have a full trailer. I have no idea if it's going to be playable. They said it was coming out this year. I don't know. If there's any game that gets delayed, it's that.
Yeah, I don't think it comes out this year. I bet it comes out next spring or summer.
I would die if it comes out this year. I will be so fucking happy. You're gonna see a man orgasm live. Like you will all see it. You'll have to watch
That's
that. Funny. Sorry guys, it was really ugly. And then third-party games other than Fortnite, Dragon Ball FighterZ. I think that's a lock. It'll be quick. It won't be out for a while. But it'll be out.
No. Yeah, I think they'll just say it.
Overcooked 2, that's a rumor. I think that's realistic. Other than
that, Overcooked's a good game.
Other than those like major ones, so you're gonna get the big ones will be Metroid 4, Pokemon, and then Smash Brothers.
What about the Kirby game? You think they'll show that?
Kirby already got released, bro.
Did it? Oh,
yeah, it's out.
I'm so out of it.
Yeah.
Wow, it must not have done well. I've heard
it did really well. it didn't get the best reviews, but it's Kirby. I mean, I like Kirby.
I like Kirby.
Love Kirby. I like Kirby. Kirby's never one that gets me hyped. I did not buy it.
Okay.
I played the demo. It's fine.
Don't worry, guys. I'll have a Switch one day.
I'll play some Kirby on there. So yeah, and then there's Smash.
Smash. Yes.
Oh boy, is there Smash.
I'm so excited for Smash.
Yeah.
Like so excited. You think they'll has there been anything about a Mario Party yet?
No. Or an Animal Crossing.
Fuck Animal Crossing.
I don't care about it, but that sells an insane amount of copies, so you know
I'm surprised nothing came out last year after they made that mobile game.
Yeah, I think that's why they did it last year and they're going to do it this year. I think it will be announced this year. I don't know if it comes out this year. Mario Party would be amazing. I could get my wife to play with me. She loves that shit. I love that shit.
I love Mario Party. Yeah. So I'd be all about that.
You know what's crazy? It's like we're in such a good place with Nintendo right now that like they have so many IP that they could just pull out because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is technically not the sequel that will be on the Switch eventually. So that's still probably next year they're going to announce, not this year. So you still got Mario Party. You still got I'm trying to remember another Zelda most likely because that Zelda was a transition Zelda, not an actual original Switch Zelda.
Yeah, that came
probably
out
have
on
another
Wii
one.
U. Yeah,
I would bet they use the same engine and build off of that.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I think Nintendo steals the year again. PlayStation.
Yeah, I think it's going to be
but
huge. I think it's going to be real big. It's going to way outshadow Xbox or Microsoft for sure.
I hope Microsoft brings the guns, but I don't know.
I think the only that Sony's the only one that's going to be a close contender.
We'll see. I mean, they have 4 games that people are absolutely dying to see.
Yeah, Last of Us is going to be a big fucking draw.
But here's the thing: I don't think they have much else. That's the big thing. They have a lot of third parties that everyone expects, but no other surprises. That's my worry about PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't think they have any surprises really.
Like, and that'll be the thing that hurts them.
Yeah,
we'll see if Nintendo has surprises. I hope so.
Yeah.
Smash Brothers. Let's talk about Smash Brothers, and then we can wrap this up.
Bro, it looks. I want it.
It doesn't look like anything yet. I want to see it.
I want to see. Like, I want to see fucking. I want to see the characters lists. I want to see a full match. Like I think they're gonna fucking have a full blown match on the
Wouldn't
big
that
screen.
be great if they fucking show a full match with like celebrities or something? I would love that.
Oh, so that'd be insane.
They are doing a tournament with Smash Brothers, like an actual like big tournament that's gonna be streamed live, and they got people like major YouTubers like Zelda Williams and or Zelda Williams, you know, Robin Williams' daughter, who's named after Zelda. Yeah, she's gonna be there and stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be pretty cool. It's Smash Brothers though. I mean, like, it's just gonna be good. I hope.
Yeah, I just really want to see the character list. Like,
it's gonna be big. I don't remember. Here's the last thing I want to check on. Super Smash Bros. Oh, I can't type. Character list. I think they had like 50 characters in that one or something like that.
That's crazy.
Oh god, so many, dude. Yeah, I think it was like 47 or 50 characters.
That's insane, man.
So I don't think they need that many. But can you imagine? They're just like, hey, by the way, 50 characters. Who do you think is going to make a surprise third party for Smash Brothers?
Oh, for Smash Brothers?
Yeah, like from a third party who comes into Smash Brothers. I think there's one.
Rabbids.
Rabbids is a safe guess, right? Because they killed it on Switch.
They did. They're growing on me, man. They're growing on me.
You hated them. You literally were like, I will never play that game when it first came out. I got you to play one time, and it was like instant. Okay, they're great.
That Rabid Peach, man. She's got her shit going on.
Great goddamn character. I would love to see like Rabid versions of all the main characters.
I think like if they did it, they should do like, because they're so tiny anyway, right?
Yeah.
They should do like 3 of them is the character, and it's like Mario, Luigi, and Peach.
And they're like in the game in Mario plus Rabbids where they have like special like builds.
Like you can like alternate who's fighting, and they have like a different fucking power move.
Oh, they could combo together. Oh, that'd be so dope.
Yeah.
I'm sold. Okay, that's the one. Yeah. My guess was going to be something for Microsoft, which would end up being a big boon. And that would be Master Chief makes it. That would be next level. It's not happening. But
not gonna happen.
That would be huge if they did that, because they do have some good partnerships with Nintendo right now. Yeah. So if anything, that might be the saving grace. Is like, well, Master Chief's in there, so you should come play our Halo game, maybe.
Right? That's never coming out.
I just don't know. Know.
Shit.
Anyway, I think that about does it, right? Any final thoughts?
Oh, yes. So
go.
You mentioned Fortnite being released like day after conference, right? So there is a rumor going around, or like I don't know, I can't tell if it's like just super excited people or what, but so there was I forget what fucking company, but it was a marketing piece that got put out and then withdrawn like the same hour that had a release date for Fallout 76 on July 6th.
Oh shit.
And that's only like, if it's this year July 6th, that's only like what, 3 weeks after the conference?
That's crazy.
4 weeks after?
That'd be huge.
That would be fucking crazy. And I think it ties into you saying that they might be releasing Elder Scrolls or a new IP, because if it came out in July and not,
then there's something for Christmas.
Well, either there's something for Christmas, or they'll be able to hold over until next E3 a lot better than if they came out. Because if it comes out in the fall, like late fall, like November, then they only get 7 months out of the game. And if there's any kind of like microtransaction or expansion or anything like that, they're not going to get full money if they're putting out a fucking Elder Scrolls. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think
so. If they put it out now, they buy themselves like 5 months. They probably get a deal, like some DLC money or some shit like that out of it.
Well, and it even like just strengthens the idea that this is going to be like an evergreen product where they're going to continuously update it. And I think that just makes perfect sense. I mean, not only that, they're going to have to patch it for jank anyway. So
I would lose my shit if that's real. But I've seen it on a couple different videos, and that would be fucking insane.
I think it's a long shot, but like if it does happen that way, then I think my prediction comes true that they have Elder Scrolls there too, at least to show a trailer, and that would be huge. I hope so, man. But I'm telling you, Fortnite is not just like same day. It's literally going to be like, oh, and by the way, Fortnite is available now. Yeah, and they're literally going to open up the eShop, download it, and play it. And I think that'll be huge. I also think that they'll touch a little bit on the online component and show fully what you get. That will include some classic games, but I don't know what that means.
Help them. I think it'll help them a lot.
As long as it's not exactly like they've said.
Yeah,
it's
a weird model, dude. It's a weird model.
It's so cheap that I don't care, but there's people for some reason that do. And until I see that they're giving me games for free, for sure, like then I'm a little bummed about it. It's not the best, but we'll see.
But that's it. That's all I got.
That's all I got too, guys. So thank you, coders, so much for tuning in to this extra special E3 extravaganza prediction show announcement awesomeness. That's Dylan, Delightful Dylan, over here on my right, and I'm GameKO, and for all of us over here at GameCode, I just want to say, stay classy, coders.